Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Okay, what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to sort of focus a little bit on working with the Vestas Art Oracle deck. I am going to use some of my other decks as well, depending on your question used, of course. So let's do a little bit of a collective reading, just using Vestas Art Oracle deck. Let's see what messages we get completely as a collective. What do we need to focus on at this time? What do we need to focus on at this time? What seems important for us at this time? Now let's have a look and see what card actually flew out. Okay, the first two cards are really important. Is about our health, healing, and nutrition. So our health seems to be quite important as well. And the next thing is divine spirit, inflow of the abundance. So it feels like if we can take care of our health, our nutrition, our healing, whether that's mentally or physically, it means that we're going to have that flow of abundance, that wealth of energy, the wealth of happiness and joy and inner peace. We're going to find ourselves bringing things into fruition. That's really important for us at this time. So let's have a look and see what else we have here. Let's have a look. The other card that comes out is Feathered Eye. And Feathered Eye to me is about seeing the truth of the situation. So maybe we need to look at the facts in regards to our health, our healing and nutrition, and what can we do to make the changes that are important to bring that fruition, bring those things into fruition that we want. Maybe we need to clear the heart. So we need to get rid of those things that are holding us back from opening our heart. Maybe we need to sit out in nature, enabling us to see the truth of the situation. So maybe we need to spend some time, quiet time outside as well. Here we find ourselves with spiritual transformation. So maybe we're going through a shift with taking care of our health and nutrition and everything, and being able to see the truth of the situation, enabling us to actually clear away the heart, the debris that's clogging the heart, if you like, and allowing us to actually sit in nature. Maybe that's through meditation or reflection, contemplation, whatever, sitting in quietly in that time and bringing things into fruition, into the abundance and prosperity. Maybe we find ourselves going through a spiritual shift on some level. So maybe we're going through some real changes spiritually. Maybe there's a sense of divine intelligence awakening my inner joy through self-love, unconditional love. So we may be learning to love who we are, even through those difficult times. We're actually starting to love who we are, which is quite interesting. I love the way these cards sort of come together to create this message. Last card is about freedom. So having that unconditional love allows us to have the freedom that's so important in our own journey. So I'm loving the way that's sort of connecting together. So that is from Vestas Art Oracle deck. Now the deck I'm going to pull out next is the Vestas Art Love Oracle. So we're going to pull this one out. So let's have a look and see what messages we're going to get from this deck. So let's see what messages. Let's have a look. So the first card we have is about getting your groove on. So this to me is about getting a little bit of energy, getting the motivation. Mint and Coke tells us sense of two different things that sort of seem to go together. They seem to be opposites, or your things that maybe, that don't appear to be together actually come together in a really cool way. Remembering that we are family, it's a community, it's a connection, it's about bringing people together. Maybe it's about the perception, the way you see things as well, and what's actually going on. And healing through love. So we're opening up the ability to love one another through the sense of healing. So that's going on for us. So that seems to be quite important. Let's pull out. It's about opening. I'm getting a lot about opening the heart, a lot about getting your groove on, getting that motivation, getting that ability to feel that inner beat, and knowing that there's sometimes opposites will come together, or things that you might not think, your perception is, your artistic perception is that they don't go together. Actually, your community, you're connected in some way. It's about opening your heart. And I'm not talking just about romantic love. This is a love that can be unconditional in many ways. It could be with friends, it can be family, it can be with people that you've sort of got together and start to really sort of connect in a community way, in a really neat, intimate way, but not necessarily romantic. So there we are. It's a really cool message from Mrs. Art Love Oracle. So let's have a look and see what else I'm going to show you as well. Let's have a look at the Lenormand cards that I created. HeKate's Crossing Lenormand cards. Now, all these decks that I'm starting to show you are decks that you'll find on Make Playing Cards. So if you really want to see what the decks are all about, what the images are, go check out the link on my channel, and you'll see the link directly to Make Playing Cards, to my store. Go and have a look there, open up preview, and you will see the different this is an interesting combination. Okay, so we have the snake, which is about trouble. There's mountains, so it could be about obstacles, so maybe some trouble. Somebody whose trouble could be causing some blocks or delays to whatever you want going on. And here you've got this relationship coming through with that very, could be anybody coming through. Whether that woman is part of the trouble, or is it a third person causing trouble between you and another person. It's definitely, these are both woman cards or parent card. So let's just have a look and see whether what else we get. There are other cards in this deck as well. So yes, we have a sense of a disappointment in some way, a quarrel. Definitely feels like there's a quarrel going on. Oh, could be to do with a commitment. Okay, so it could be a partnership with someone else, and a third person feels like a third person has come into the picture and causing a disagreement or a quarrel. Wow, the way that sort of came through. So this is just a reminder that there could be a third person causing trouble between a relationship that you have with somebody else, a commitment in some way. And we've got eventually the sun, so it feels like everything's going to be exposed, everything's going to be opened up to the situation. It does feel like things are going to change, going to transform from all that dark energy into something a little bit more positive as the light sort of comes into it. So interesting indeed. Here we go. Yes, it does confirm the love, and everything's going to sort of sort itself out in some way. So there you are. That is the HeKate's Crossing Lenormand deck in regards to the cards. Now, I do want to say that we do have some extra cards in this deck as well. So if you're wanting a sort of Lenormand deck that's a little bit different. Okay, so what I do have here is I do have them. So I've got child and children. So you can choose between whether you just want one child or multi-children, or that you might have both. And then the other thing that I do here in this deck is we have 2 men and 2 women, right? But I also have partner and querent. Okay, so I do have partner and querent. And they're a mixture of both. I want to say it could be whatever you want it to be. It can be any type of energy or essence of the person when you look at the querent and the partner card. So that can be anything, whatever you wish it to be in the relationship. So that's the option there. So yeah, so I have the child or your children. There's 2 men, 2 women, but there's also the partner and querent cards as well. So it does make it a little bit different in regards to your readings as well. So you can offer that if you want to take out, or there could be the essence. You could use all the cards. You don't have to take them out. You can leave them in. You can do whatever you like. Once you buy the deck yourself, you can choose whatever you want to do. Some of them are taken from my own photos, some of them from stock photos. So yeah, just whatever you want to do with that. Okay, another deck that I have here is the Journey to the Crossroads Tarot. Now this was I created with pastels on black paper, and yeah, so there's different sizes in this deck. There is a full size. I like the mini decks because they're great to say, sort of take on the road, if you like to say. I can just pop them into my wrap or into whatever I want, and they're nice and easy to sort of take. So yeah, so this is the Journey to the Crossroads. Oh, and straight away we've got about family, definitely about a lot of family, about coming together. We have the King of Swords, so there is a lot about truth, maybe about using your intuition, maybe about plans, communication needing to be. There's a lot of battles going on. So maybe you're having an argument within the family unit. Maybe, you know, it felt like here we've got the family coming together, but then this has come along, and it does feel like there are some plans or something that may have been disrupted by battles coming into play. So there might be some battles that might need to be dealt with in some way. So here we've got the Fool. So there's definitely about some new beginnings. Maybe this is a reminder to have some fun. Maybe it's time to go back to the roots of what's going on. Can be a way. So maybe you're feeling a little out of alignment. You need to bring everything back into it. You've been easily wounded by what's going on with the family, with the battles and everything like that, with the plans being disrupted. And so you're sort of needing to go back to finding a way to sort of deal with this in some way. And here we've got the 3 of Wands, so maybe it's time for us to have a bit of a pause and reflect on what we actually want to achieve. It's time to actually have a pause and just to take a moment to reflect on what's important. Maybe we feel that there could be an opportunity coming for us in some way that's going to allow us to maybe feel a bit more grounded, back to Mother Earth. So now I'm going to use the Crossroads Oracle. Let's see what the message is for the collective in this way. So we know that we've got to feel protected. We need to protect ourselves in some way. So maybe we need to look at things from a different perspective as well, which is might be quite important in this situation, as we need to find a sense of security in what's going on. Maybe there's a lot of healing to take place as well. Maybe we need to go through some major healing as we start to look at different ways to solve this issue or this problem that's going on. Maybe it's a sense of having faith or belief in where we're actually headed. We might find ourselves feeling like we're at a crossroads, like we've got choices to make. We're not sure which path to actually take ahead at this time. And it could be about facing our fears, acknowledging our moods and what's actually going on. And once we are able to do that, I think we'll start to feel a little more secure. We'll be able to sort of focus on the direction that we actually want to go in. So that's Crossroads Oracle deck as well. So we're just going through some of the different decks that I have myself for the collective readings. And if you're wanting a reading yourself, don't forget to check below in the links to if you want to have a reading, or you can just do a free reading if you want to, if you've got a question. don't have to pay, don't have to donate, but just the option is there if you want something a bit more in depth as well. So let's have a look at the playing cards that I actually created. So, yeah. Oh, next level of the relationship coming into play, new beginnings, ambition, and travel. So it does feel like there's a lot of new beginnings in regards to a relationship. Seems like you're moving into the new levels of awareness and new levels within the relationship. So maybe you're ready to take it to the next level. Ooh. This is about being patient. I think this is also not being in such a hurry about some things as well. Sometimes you're just going to take your time, enjoy the journey along the way. Just don't give up. Don't give up. It feels like there might be some doubt in regards to the relationship as well. So I think this is a sense of maybe persevering. Maybe there's a sense of being able to really commit to, don't be scared to take the plunge, if you like. So just a really quick message with the playing cards that I have there. It's interesting. So let's have a look and see what message we get when we look at the Vestas Art Nature Spirits card. I just need to remove, the title card. I don't know, meant to put that in there. It's just a blank card. So let's have a look. Oh, so I'm definitely getting a lot about healing and definitely about dealing with being able to express oneself. Seems to be really important as well. So this is Art Nature Spirits Oracle. You can find all these decks on Make Playing Cards. Don't forget to check the link in my channel. So this is very much about healing from oneself, allowing one to actually spend some time. I'm just getting a lot about breathing to remove the confusion. So maybe you're spending time outside, could be super important as well. And allowing you to, I just got a square here. So I feel like something's very contained within the energy as well. I feel like you just need to sort of being able to sort of open up and grow, develop. There's a sense about being able to find a sense of knowledge or wisdom coming from that energy, that vibration. So hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossroads. I'm just having a look using Vestas Art Nature Spirits Oracle, and this one, so these are just cards that are photos and artwork that I've created, this imagery, and that you can use your own intuition to read the messages for yourself as well. So this one here, I'm getting definitely a lot of pathways. There does seem to be a crossroads. So again, there's some decisions yet to be made. So there's a lot about opening up your heart, allowing yourself to be free of what feels very restraint for yourself. It could be a lot about self-expression, a lot about self-healing, and finding a sense of direction in the way that you want to move could be really important as well. So with this one here, I'm getting a sense of a gentleness, a kindness, of being kind to oneself, being very gentle, allowing yourself maybe some meditation or reflection in your journey as well. So there we are, a really quick message with the Vestas Art Nature Spirits Oracle. Okay, so that's some of my decks I just wanted to show. There are others, but that's sort of a beginning of some of my decks that are available for you to use. So yeah. So if you'd like a reading, please type in your question. Just let me know. And I'll do your question for you. If you've decided that you want to donate, please let me know. So yeah, just putting away some of these decks. So let's have a look and see some of the other decks that I'm using tonight. I just wanted to go through and share my own creations. If anyone's interested in having a peek, having a look. So I've got the Waterfall Tarot. Let's have a look. So I'm just going to be on for a short time, and I'm just doing a whole lot of collective readings. If anyone wants a reading for themselves, just let me know. Don't forget you can book a reading with me. Just check the links. Hi, Sonali. How are you? So yeah, don't forget you can check out the links on my channel. Will I get selected for the job I gave it? So you're asking, right, yes and no, will you get selected for the job? Okay, so you just want a yes and no answer, is that it? Or are you wanting a bit more information? Will you get? Yep, good, thank you. Right, let's have a look. Will you get selected for the job? Okay, let me just... The cards give you so much more than just a yes and no. So let's have a look. You're going to go... Let's have a look. Okay, so you want to ask more than just, will I get a selected job? It's sort of like, what can you tell me in regard to the job I gave an interview for? Okay. What information does Sonali need in regards to the job interview? Okay. Okay, we've got King of Swords. King of Swords to me is a lot about plans, about being quite analytical about the job that you're interviewing for. So there does feel like there's a lot of planning, a lot of thought going into it. It's about making sure that you had the clarity, you know, not having the doubt, making sure that you were clear in the way that you presented yourself in some way. So it does come with some news. So it does look like news is arriving. And it does talk about choices to be made. A sense of, so we're talking about the job situation, right? So you're talking about a sense of finding a sense of balance, and a passion as well. You know, do you have the passion? It's sort of asking, you know, do you have the passion where you want to go? Do you feel like you're going to have, I know you're not happy now. Hi, Lady Blind Wolf. I know you're not happy where you are now. So you've got to make sure that you're really clear-minded about the job that you actually want. There is news coming, and it is about awakening your inner passions, which is really important. It is about looking at what is really important for you. So what are you actually holding on to? Here you've got the Four of Pentacles. So it's sort of saying, what are you actually holding on to in regards to being able to move ahead? You know, what's stopping you? What's blocking you from doing that? Oops, not that one. So let's have a look. It does feel like, whoa. So it does talk about facing adversity, facing those challenges that are stopping you from actually moving ahead, from actually, it's like you're waiting for something. You're waiting for someone to give you the answers. It's all about what lies within you. It's about trusting your own intuition as well. So I keep sort of feeling like there's more to the situation than actually meets the eye. So it's talking about plans and ideas and actually analyzing the importance of the plans that you've actually made. So the possibility is absolutely there, but it feels like you might be holding back on something which could stop you from getting the position. It's like there might be something else waiting for you, Sonali. It might be something better coming your way, is what I'm getting. I feel like there's something more waiting for you. Yeah, I was right. I just feel like something's going to be shaken up. I've got the Tower here, so I'm just feeling like it's not going to be, I know you're not happy where you are, but I don't know if the job that you actually gave the interview, that you interviewed for, is actually the job that's going to give you the passion that you want. I feel like you're holding back in some way. You haven't quite surrendered to moving forward. So I think you might need to look at what challenges you have. I keep getting facing adversity, so you like needing to face the challenges that you've got there. So I feel like there's something else that you can do. If that makes sense, Sonali. I'm just feeling like I just don't feel like this is the job. I feel like there's something more waiting for you. So I feel like there might be something more waiting for you than the job that you actually applied for. Transforming. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of changes going on in regards to the situation. Hi, Jyoti. Jyoti. Huh, I used to go to school with the Jyoti. And that was in the 1980s in the UK. Notice period is the issue for the new job. Oh, okay. That's what you're waiting for. Yep, certainly. You want to know where your relationship with Yogesh is going. Where, oh, I thought something flew out then. Okay, where is the relationship going? Oh, I'm getting a sense of being disempowered. Needing to face the truth of the situation. And then you'll find happiness. Okay, it feels like you've got to sort of take back something, Jyoti. So yeah, it feels like there's something being taken from you in regards to the relationship in some way, and it's like you need to face maybe a truth of something, and then the sun will start to shine, or it feels like something's going to be exposed in some way. Oh, 2 cards came out here. Here we've got Page of Wands, so there's definitely messages coming. It's like you're missing out on other opportunities. Feels like you're missing out on other opportunities. I'll just type in your question, RD Intuitive Tarot. Just type in your question, and I'll flick back to you when I get through this. So Jyoti, I just feel like there's a sense of you needing to sort of take back your power, to be empowered. I feel like there's something that you need to see or something you need to face in regards to maybe a perception. Feels like something's going to be exposed or opened up in some way. It's very important for you to be able to have this, I want to say, sense of strength coming in as well. It's like you're missing out on a situation. Okay, it's like you're missing out on something. Oh, perspective came through quite strongly there. So it's definitely about, it's what you see, it's your perspective. So maybe you need to be able to, it says surfing the waves. Like you need to sort of have a bit of a, I want to say peruse or a little bit of a look around, be able to sort of look at things from different perspectives. This was interesting. It sort of popped out all at once here. Does seem to be learning something new. You know, what lessons have you learned? Oh, as above, so below. So what's happening within you can affect what's going on around you, and what's going on around you can be affecting you internally as well. Does talk about boundaries seem to be really important for you, to look at the boundaries, about finding a sense of personal space. So there is something that's missing from the bigger picture that seems to be quite important, Jyoti. So that could be something for you to think about in a with the reading. Okay, will Harajit and I get married in the future? Hi, Gadav. So RD Intuitive Tarot, will Harajit and I get married in the future? Okay. A yes or no question, or are you wanting something a little bit more than that? When you ask will, you're going to get a yes or no answer. And tarot normally sort of gives you a little bit more than that. I mean, I can. Okay, so let's have a look. You're talking about your, you know, where is your relationship going? Where is your relationship with Harajit and I? Okay. Queen of Swords, nurturing the truth. Okay, there's a lot about nurturing the truth. Slow journey. Don't be in a hurry. Seems to be quite overwhelming. It seems to be a lot of things being juggled at the moment. Now, there is a celebration at the end of it in some way. Does sort of seem to be a sort of a celebration in some way, maybe not quite what you expect, but I'm sort of getting a lot of trouble, a lot of stuff going on, a very slow journey. So it doesn't feel like it's going to happen quickly. If it does, there's definitely going to be a celebration of some sort, and it's about being led out of the cold. It does feel like it's going to be some challenges. There's definitely going to be some challenges in the situation in regards to getting married. It does feel like there are some challenges, even though it does talk about celebration. It does talk about friendship. So it is about building on the friendship that you actually have. Yeah, long journey again. So like I said, a slow. So I'm really sort of getting RD Intuitive Tarot. It's really important for you to just enjoy the journey. Don't be in a hurry. Just enjoy the journey. Don't worry too much about the final result. I just think because things can change. So just be careful not to sort of push. Oh, yeah. I just get things merging, blending in, sort of coming together nicely. Don't try and push it. Don't try and push the energy. I think that's part of the process. Just take your time. Just enjoy the journey. Is really important for you. Okay, so where have I got here? So yeah, so I'm up to Lady Blind Wolf. where am I going when it comes to certain Aries? Okay. Lady Blind Wolf, you're next with your reader. So let's have a look. Lady Blind Wolf. Oh, just got told to stop there. Got to use the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. And I'm going to use the Ritual Oracle. Where are you here? Ritual Oracle? Yeah. Okay, so. Oh, you're welcome, RD Intuitive Tarot. Right, Lady Blind Wolf. Where are you going when it comes to a certain Aries? Okay, let's have a look and see what's coming up. In regards to Nine of Wands. What about perseverance? It's about keep going. Don't give up. Two of Swords talks about a peace, a sense of inner peace. You might feel like you're a bit of a crossroads. So what do you need to sort of declutter so that you have this sense of inner peace in regards to the relationship as well? The Empress is about things coming, you know, and bringing things into fruition. So it's about nurturing the relationship in some way. So it says, don't give up. It is about finding a sense of inner peace from the situation as you bring things into fruition. You know, you nurture things slowly. And it just feels like you're, I feel like he has the sense of, the Aries has a sense of his emotions, maybe not showing his emotions openly, but yet there's a kindness, there's a gentleness about him as well. It does feel like there is a gentleness. Oh, here you've got looking at the truth of the situation, making sure that you cut free from the restraints or restrictions that you put on the relationship as well. You might find there are times of needing to isolate, needing to find a sense of meditation and reflection, so you're able to deal with any wounds or hurts that come up. Quite important. It is about using a sense of strength as well, Lady Blind Wolf. It is about finding a sense of not brute strength either, not brute force, but a very gentle courage coming through as well. So let's have a look at the Ritual Oracle, and let's see what cards come out in regards to the relationship in a sacred way. And now we have Divine Source. So I feel like it's being pushed with the connecting with the Mother Goddess, nourishment, connecting soul through immersion. So it's like you're coming together as one. Definitely about calling forth a feminine water offering. So I feel like there's a lot of being connected through sense of goddess in it. Oh my God, talk about pulling the cards out. Phoenix, rebirthing, reconstruct from the ashes. So there's definitely a connection there. Give over to the divine, seek higher guidance. So I still keep getting that sense of you're being pushed together gently in a gentle energy. So I feel like things are going to move in the direction that you want, Lady Blind Wolf. So I just feel like things are going to come together very gently, and really about that rebirthing, that reconnecting from the ashes. So I think feels like the energy of things actually coming together in a really nice way. So let's see if there's anything else. I keep getting that sacredness. I think this is a relationship that's very sacred as well coming through, Lady Blind Wolf. So yeah, I'm getting a lot about sacredness in the energy of this relationship. Okay, so you can think of the tarot cards as being Nine of Wands, Two of Swords, the Empress, and King of Chalices, Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Hermit, Page of Chalices, and the Strength. So there's definitely some emotion going on there, but there's also a lot, I'm getting a lot of thought, a lot of deep thought going on as well. I feel like there's an expansion and growth in regards to plans and ideas. So yeah, so that's a reading for Lady Blind Wolf in regards to the relationship. So hopefully that helps and gives you some guidance there. So Gaurav, will I be able to get an internship and a job in the government still? So let's have a look at oh, it feels like something weighing you down, Gaurav. It feels like there's a lot of heavy stuff going on. It's going to take some commitment. Okay, it's definitely going to take some commitment. The news arrives in some way. Let's see what is the news. What is the news? It does feel like you're defeated. It doesn't feel like you're going to, I'm getting a bit of a sort of a heaviness about the situation. It does feel like it might be a no-win situation. It may not be what you truly desire. Okay, the news, it may be sort of weighing you down a little bit. It does feel like you're going to be defeated. It doesn't quite feel, but it does make way for something new. Okay, I do feel like there's something else coming up for you, Gaurav. It does feel like there's something else coming up. Ooh, is it flipped out? I feel like there's a need for you to actually take control of your journey. It's like you need to sort of focus on what you truly desire. I feel like there's a lot of about doing what's necessary, but not actually what you desire. Right. So I feel like may not be as you expect it. Let's have a look in regards to job. Give us a little bit more information. Okay, this one here. It's about your dreams. You know, what are your dreams, Gaurav? Feels like you are not doing what you truly desire. You're not following your dream. You're doing maybe what's necessary, but not necessarily what your dreams. It's like you're being influenced by others in some way. So I feel like you need to change the direction and you need to weather the storm. So it's like you need to keep focusing on your dreams, on your goals. And I feel like you're taking a bit of a side path. You're not quite following your dream. So I don't feel like you're getting in the right direction there. Okay, I feel like you need to sort of focus on the direction that you actually want to go in. Okay, so I think that's part of it. Now, what I'm going to do here, how does A feel about me? And I'm actually going to use the Vestas Art Tarot deck with Lee. No. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, Ree, how does A feel about you? Let's have a look. Oh, the moon. Feels like there's some unknown fears. It feels quite emotional. Does feel like there's some emotions going on there. It could be a bit of fear holding back. It does feel like there's a need for transformation. It's like there's an ending to what's going on as well. It feels like something needs to finish before can move ahead. Oh, so I've got 5 of earth here. So there's a sense of being out in the cold, and maybe so feeling like a bit of the outsider, if you like, and needing to find a way to come together in some way, maybe not feeling quite comfortable. Is that? So there is a need to sort of make some plans, to strategize, to work out how things can sort of come together on some level. So using Vestas Art, that's Vestas Art Tarot deck. This is Vestas Art Love Oracle. So let's see what we're talking about. Feelings here. What feelings are being spoken of at this time? Okay. So there's a sense of needing to have some laughter. Like I feel like A needs to have a lot of laughter and the ability to sort of be themselves in some way. So I'm getting a lot about laughter. Okay, love makes life spin. So maybe there's a sense of a little bit spinning out of control, maybe not feeling like they're in control. Maybe A feels they're a little bit out of control at this moment, so they're not quite sure what to do. Maybe there's a gap in the wall, so to speak. So it feels like there's a not quite seeing the whole picture, like there's a bit of a gap in the situation, can't quite come together. And the last card I pull out is all in the cards. Okay, so it's basically saying to me, stop. It's the message there. The message is about the emotional stuff that's going on, Ree. It is about needing to end of something. It feels like that A needs to end something before they can start moving ahead. Feels like they're a bit of an outsider at this time. Maybe their perspective is that they're feeling a bit like an outsider, and that their plans, they need to make some plans or ideas before they can take the next leap. Laughter is a very important part of the about what's going on. Maybe they're feeling like they don't have the laughter at the moment, or there's no need to celebrate. Maybe they're feeling like they're unsure about what's going on. Seems to be in a bit of a spin, like they feel like things are a bit out of chaotic. Maybe something's missing from the picture. So yeah. And of course, the last card was all in the cards. So it's talking about that message is already there. So, yeah. So that's sort of with what's going on for you, Ree. So, yeah, interesting combination of cards. So let me put those away. So don't forget to check out my channel for my links. You'll find the links on my channel in regards to make playing cards, where you'll find some of my decks there available for sale. You'll also find the links to my blog, Twitter, Instagram. So connect with me on Twitter or Instagram if you want to. No worries. So let's have a look and see what Santa Muerte Oracle has for us, just as a message, as a collective. Oh, because that flew out. I wasn't expecting that. So let's have a look. Oh, okay, so let's have a look at card number 6 to start with. Let's have a look and see what the message of the deed is from here. So card number 6 is that order. This card represents the basic impulse with which all things are organized and organized according to determined principles and structure. Atoms organize themselves into molecules, just as neurons into the nervous system, giving life to that which will become conscious and awareness in living beings. By following this principle, structures begin to differentiate from one another in the primordial soup of chaos. And although they are primitive, they will develop into more involved. So the advice of the deed is learn to organize your ideas, but also to have the courage to abandon them if necessary, to not remain trapped in them. So this is really about making sure that you're not trapped in, that you can change your mind. It's okay to change your mind. Hi, Jakari. Okay, I'll do your message in a minute. I'm just doing this quickly. Card number 1. Message here is darkness. Take a moment's pause, meditation, or study as you need to understand that form to give to your energy and where to apply it. So this is really, I'm getting this sense of it's okay to change your mind. So take a moment to take a breath. And card number 16. is Quetzalcoatl. Do not fear and do not give up. Through perseverance and assistance, you'll reach the goal that you desire and that most of all you deserve. So when you're thinking about your goals and your desires, maybe you need to change direction. Take a pause for a moment and keep going. Don't give up on your goals and your dreams, basically, is what this reading is all about. So, right, let's have a look. Jacarida Future, what's your question is, hey, has Mackenzie been watching my social media? So you're really just asking a yes and no question there. So let's have a look. Has Mackenzie been watching your social media? Let's have a look. What message does Jacarida need in regards to this situation that's going on? Hi, Raina, how are you? Okay, we've got 7 of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. It seems to be a lot about memory. I'm getting a lot about the past. Seems to be like past memories and feeling restraint, feeling caught in the past. I want to say getting trapped in the past. Oh, thank you, Raina. Oh, you're so gorgeous. You're such a sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. Thank you for donating, Raina. I really appreciate that. So, Jakari, I feel like there is a sense of Mackenzie maybe being trapped in the past in regards to you can't sleep. You can never sleep, Raina. Hi, Julie. Oh, things are good. Things are great. Thanks, Julie. Yep, it's now nearly 8 p.m. on a Thursday evening. So we're like lots of hours ahead. So yeah, Jakari, I feel like there's definitely, Jacarida, I feel like there's definitely a nostalgic trap going on. I definitely feel like there is definitely thinking about the past and being restricted by that in a lot of ways. So this definitely feels like, oh, Strength card came up as well. So there could be an endurance. It's like the keep going. So let's have a look and see. There seems to be love coming through in the card, and I don't know whether that love, let's see if we can find out a little bit more. Ooh. Friendships and long journeys are coming out strongly in this reading as well. So it's like maybe there's a connection to the past, and there's just a memories coming through, which is why you feel this pull, or why they may feel this pull towards you. And I just think it's about friendship. I just think it's a remembrance about the past. So I think that's what it's about. I don't think there's anything more to it other than just a genuine caring energy from it. So yeah, just a reminder not to sort of read too much into it, just allow things to sort of flow naturally. So Raina, did you want a reading? Did you have a quick question? 8 o'clock. Wow. 8 o'clock in the morning. That's incredible, isn't it? Oh, are you in the UK? Thanks, Julie. You're welcome, Ree. Thanks for popping in and saying hello as your day begins. Love. Okay, I'm going to use Raina. I'm going to use my Vesta's Art Love Oracle to begin with. I just want to sort of get a bit of a love general reading. I'm going to use a few oracles. That flew out. Let's have a look. What was that? Whirlwind and New Hope. So I feel like something's sort of going to go quite intense with the situation, and there's definitely new hope coming through, Raina. So it does feel like, seeing what else. It's also about looking within. So you need to find the answers within yourself as well. It's how you choose to behave that makes a difference. Etiquette came up as well. So it's basically how you choose to react to the situation. And healing through love has come through as well for you. So let's see what else we're going to do for your lips are sealed. Good move. Good move. Yeah, don't tell me on here. Okay, so I'm just going to see what else, Raina, comes through for you, because I just feel like this. Here it is. Maybe there's another card. This is from Vesta's Art Oracle deck. Okay. Divine Spirit. I'm in the flow. I'm in the flow of abundance. Okay. Warped perception. So I feel like there's some strange perception going on, and I don't think it's you personally. I think it's somebody else. Somebody else has a warped perception. Healing's going to be a big thing as well. Massage, healing. Miri Miri is the Miri Miri massage, which is a Maori healing. Okay. Bringing balance. Okay. I feel like somebody else's perception could be a little bit stretched to one direction, might be a little bit warped at this time. So the healing is going to be a really important aspect of that, and that's going to bring back the balance. I think that's very important. But for you, I feel like there's a divine abundance, flow of abundance coming in for you, which is huge. In the love relationship time of access but I feel like things are going to come into a lot of healing process coming in. So does that, let's see, I feel like I'm just going to get you 1 minute, Raina. I just feel like there's something else coming in here. Here it is. Crystal Grid Oracle. So I just want to okay. Got the Crystal Grid Oracle here. Okay. Flew out of my hand. Okay. 3 cards just popped out, just flew out of the deck. Okay, we've got Soul Journey here. So this is definitely a soul journey. So there's a lot of cleansing going on and a lot of a releasing, a lot of letting go, clearing out the debris. And I think this is part of this person's journey, not necessarily yours. I think this is a lot about this other person coming through. So I feel like it's a lot of, they're doing a lot of cleansing, a lot of releasing as they start to understand their soul journey in some way. It feels like they're starting to sort of come together. Okay, where's that art? Okay, I'm gonna take a photo of this later when my camera's done, and I'm gonna send you a copy of this one here, because this is okay, Raina, which card is going to pop out? And I'm going to send you a copy of this, okay? I'm going to message you with a photocopy. Now, it fell on the floor. Excuse me. Oh, Raina, you're such a sweetheart. Oh. Oh, wow. Let me just... This is gorgeous. Just 1 minute. Just do a second, and then I'm going to hopefully okay, I'm actually going to take a photo of this card, Raina. Oh, not video. What am I doing? Put it back on auto. Dummy. Okay. Okay. You're such a sweetheart. Did you have another question, Raina? Now, just 1 second, because I want to bring this photo up, and then I want to, so just let me just do this. See if this works. Okay, so let's see if this comes up. Okay. 1 second. We're just waiting for it to load, Raina, and I'll just... Okay, come up. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to share screen. Okay, let's do this. I want to go, yeah, okay. Don't even need auto on this one. Okay, so let me just put this in. Oh, yeah, okay. So let me just do, oh, shoot. Add to screen, right? Okay, so here's the picture, Raina. I'm hoping it sort of shows. So that's your image, but I'll actually send it to you. Okay? So that's your card, just to give you an idea. Okay. So you want to look at what spiritual gifts will be coming to you in November. Right, so I'm just putting that to one side. So I remember to send it to you. Okay, let me put these away, because we want to clear that energy now. Let's clear this away. Okay. All right. Let me just move these. So I end up with so much I can't move on my table. This. Okay, so your question is, what spiritual gift will be coming to you in November? Okay. Oh, I know. Ooh. Sacred. Okay, so what we're going to do, where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, that's right. New Zealand Tarot, Maori Tarot. Right. So I'll send you on Facebook, I'll send you a copy of that image. So you can do what you like with the image. Once I give it to you, you can print it out, do whatever you want with the image itself. That's for you. Just from the cards. So. Okay, so your spiritual gifts. Let's have a look. Oh, Raina. So let's have a look. Your spiritual gifts coming in November. What spiritual gifts? Okay, I've got 2 of Wands. So there's a lot of choices to be made. It feels like the world's your oyster, so to speak. Feels like there's a lot coming. So you've got to be selective about what you bring in. Okay. Okay, now, I don't feel like there's a lot in there, but I feel like it could be... Oh, man, I'm just getting super hot, Raina. Woo! Okay. Let's take my cardigan off. It's getting a bit warm. Right. Starting to heat up a bit. Okay, so what spiritual gifts for Raina seem really important? Oh, okay. Pull the cards out of my hands. Okay, I've got I am powerful. So believing allows me to continue on this journey with a brave heart, prepared for anything. So I feel like you're going to have the gift of power. There's definitely a sense of empowerment within your journey. Solitude allows clarity. The Chatham Islands exist in quiet isolation. I use similar isolation to clear your thoughts. So meditation, isolation is going to be super important for you as well. I evade temptation. Keeping focused and on track to achieve all of my goals is... So your gift of... So I think for you, I feel like you're going to have this sense of focus is going to be really important for you. It's like your gift of being focused. It's like you're going to find that quite easy. You're not going to have the temptation. Helping others lift you. So there are going to be people who are going to come into your life and going to allow you to help you. Wisdom teaches me to offer service to others as well as a way to balance of all the gifts I receive. So you're going to allow others to help you, but you're also helping a lot of other people too. And I think that's a real gift from you as well. Hard is not impossible. So there will be some challenges. Half Moon Bay sits at the bottom of the world, thriving in an hospitable environment. So even when things are difficult, I feel like you're going to have that strength that's going to come for you as well, Raina. So the last 3 cards I got for you is I voice my needs. So I think you're going to find yourself being able to express yourself as well, quite importantly. So like the cheeky Kia, I'm not afraid to ask for what I need most in my life. I accept rebirth. Oh, so I feel like you're going to go through a real shift, Raina. I think it's going to be a real shift. I understand endings and beginnings. My heart is calm through life's cycles, and I walk ever forward. Every passage through darkness offers the opportunity to emerge into the light. So I feel like, yes, there might be some challenges, but I think the gift it is there's going to be always a light at the end of the tunnel for you, Raina. So I hope that gives you some clarity. You might want to come back and re-listen to what's important for you. So I hope that makes some sense. Yeah, I'm good. So that's brilliant. So I'm loving that message for you, Raina. So thank you very, very much. I certainly appreciate everything, the donation. Definitely appreciate that. That is fantastic. And I hope that message helps you in many ways with that. So yeah, I was just trying to, yeah, it is painful, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, Raina. Don't forget you can call me anytime on Facebook too. Don't forget, when I'm awake, of course. But yeah, always. Okay, so hopefully that helps, Raina. Right, just the last couple of messages to go. So we've got Heat Journey asked a question. I'm just going to put up this here. Oh, you're welcome, Raina. You're welcome anytime. You know that. I certainly appreciate. Okay, so let's have a look. Heat Journey. How does JV feel about me? So let's have a look. Yeah. It's 2 o'clock. Wow. Time difference. Quite incredible, isn't it? So Heat Journey. How can I ask how JV feels about? So let's have a look. How does JV? Oh. Okay, we've got Knight of Swords here. There does seem to be some thought. Maybe looking beyond the surface as well. Maybe they see you beyond the surface. Maybe they see things a bit different. And here I get the 8 of Pentacles as well. So I feel like there's a task to be finished, so to speak. Okay, Heat Journey. Does feel as though there is, definitely feels like there's some thought going on into the situation. There is a feeling like Jay feels that you sees you beyond the surface, like sees who you are underneath that thing, and that you're someone to take care. I want to say this is about taking care of the situation. So it's someone that you want to take care of, take pride in, somebody who wants who feels that you are someone who needs to be taken care. I keep getting this thing about taken care of. I definitely feel like there is a taken care of situation. So let's have a look. That was me being clumsy. Okay, let's show a message. Does seem to be a lot of confusion about the situation as well. Trying to bring things together in some way, maybe sense. And there is a need for action needing to be taken. So when we're looking at a relationship, how does someone feel? I feel like there's a lot of confusion going on, but yet at the same time, it feels like there's a lot of thought. You know, there's a lot of thinking going on. There is about you seeing you beyond the surface and someone to be taken care of. Okay, so I feel like there is some action that needs to be taken in some way. Which could be really important, and a sense of coming together. I get blending here, so I get a sense of being lost within each other. So there's definitely a relationship of, or definitely feels like there is a coming together in some way. So interesting when it comes to the relationship. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Please. Oh, night, Raina. Take care. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'll message you on Facebook, so when you wake up in the morning there'll be that image for you and you can do what you like with it, of course. So that card, that's my digital art. So yeah, that I will email you anyway or message you anyway. Okay, so I was just waiting to see whether somebody else wanted a message up here. Oh, Jermaine Jones. Yeah, just type in your question if you want a question. And there was something else I saw. Okay, oh, Pretty La Ashley. How does Aiden feel about you? Okay, what I'm going to do is I actually feel... I want to get the romantic tarot 1 minute. Whew, there it is. Let's have a look at the romantic tarot. Oh, and I know there's something else I just want to grab. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Yeah, Pretty La Ashley. Let's have a look. Oh, jeepers. Okay. So I was saying your name. Let's see what fell out. Significant love relationship. Crisis and disappointment. Decision making. Old friends and good memories. So it does talk about a significant love relationship, but it may not be as you expect it to be, okay? Because there are some decisions that actually need to be made, and that could be connected to old friends and memories of the past, okay? So that could be a lot about the relationship there. So let's see what the romantic tarot tells us. Now, I know this is called the romantic tarot, but it's not just all about romance, of course, as well. There's other aspects. It's both, all aspects of the journey in regards to any sort of relationship. So let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Coins here, and we have the King of Swords. So here we've got two sort of practical sort of energy. We've got this energy here that's very I want to say sort of there is a caring side to the energy, There is a fact of being someone who helps out those that are less fortunate in some way. Can talk about a business person as well, business woman or a business person, but it's very nurturing business person as well. And here you've got this sort of very masculine energy, like very active, but yet thoughts. There's a lot of thought going into the situation. So it might be someone who solves problems, who's able to. Oh, and here we have 2 of coins. So it does, like 2 of coins normally to me is something about a relationship. When we're talking about relationships, could be a little bit overwhelming in some way, could be a little bit too much. You feel like someone's coming at you maybe a little bit too harsh, or a little bit too much, too overwhelming. So I get a feeling that he may feel as though you're someone who gives a lot of yourself, and he may feel that it might be a little bit too much in some way. Aiden may feel like it's a little bit too much, might be a little bit overwhelming in some degree. So it may not be exactly as you expect it to be. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that needs to be cut away, needs to be removed, to remove the confusion, to try and find a sense of clarity within the whole situation, or looking at the truth of it all. I think communication is going to be the big thing here. Communication is going to be super important in regards to this connection. So here we have the 10 of Swords, and 10 of Swords to me is feeling like something's ending. You know, once something ends, and it allows a new opportunity. So there could be something that he is needing to deal with before he can actually come to make the opportunity to move ahead. Okay, so Ashley, I think it's really important, Ashley, I think it's really important for you to maybe understand that there might be some stuff that he's holding on to that forces him to not quite be able to yet move ahead in the situation. Feels like there's something definitely. Okay, so we've got the Tower here. So I feel like definitely it's going to shake your world. It does feel like things are not quite what you expect them to be. I keep getting that things aren't quite what you expect. Could be, that's why I keep getting disappointment and crisis, and that's very much connected to the Tower card here. So I don't think I think your world's going to be a little bit shaken up by things at this time, because I just feel like there's some things that needing to be dealt with that he hasn't dealt with. I think that's the decisions that's coming through here. And here we have this whole sense of this, you know, the whole things being overwhelming. And I think there's a sense of maybe the old friends. I'm not quite sure on those areas yet. I think that's all sort of needing to sort of make some clarity there. Oh, okay, what have we got here? 8 of Cups. So 8 of Cups to me is a sense of walking away from something. Feels like something needs to be left behind. It's not quite, again, I keep getting that thing of not everything as you expect it to be. I get a sense of maybe walking, like maybe he's walking away from something, or maybe you're being asked to walk away and leave something behind, even though you may want it to happen. So I think, yeah, I just don't feel like things are quite the way you expect them to be. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be bad. It just means that maybe you need to look at it as being friends, not necessarily anything more. Anyway, that's something to think about, something to reflect on. Things may change in some way, but ultimately I just feel things not quite what you expect. So yeah, that's it from me. I don't feel like there's any other messages coming through at this time. I just did your reading, Pretty La Ashley. So that sort of would have come through for you. So you might need to come back and have another look at the video, because I just did it at the end there. That was the last message that I just did. So that was your reading then. So I just feel like it's not quite what you expect for him. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm going to say good night. Yeah. All right, take care, and I will talk to you all again in a couple of nights. Saturday night, my time. Take care and blessed be.